Well, hello, welcome back to another episode of Dan Live the Paul. I'm your host, Paul. I am completely pissed at people, of these champions, of these individuals, these men. I think it's a little bit clearer. Wow, yeah, there we go. I'm pissed off at these men, these grown men who are getting paid. They are getting paid a full plus income to go ahead and do what they want to do. And then they just start on a decline. They out of nowhere. I do believe the main issue is their wives. It's their girlfriend. It's just like that person who they're deciding to date. Doesn't say, oh, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Oh, except this one person who I love dearly. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? What I'm talking about is that was a police officer and he's pulling somebody over. But I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about me right now. And I'm worried about this whole generation, because what are we going to be remembered as? I personally believe that we're going to be all remembered as a whole bunch of weak, spineless men. Men who don't follow their intuition. Men who just decide to just wander off of, it's just like if you're walking on a path in life that is working for you. It is working for you. And then you're just like, oh no, I'm just gonna go ahead and divert and then go fucking 22 miles that way. It's like, buddy, you need to turn around and get a clear picture of your life. That is like, maybe they don't like, no, it's not that, because like most of them, they tell the story of that they've been broke before. They've been broke before and they know what it's like to work a 9-to-5 job. They know what it's like to be like a normal person, and then they work their asses off. And whether it, I'm choosing YouTube and bodybuilding right now, because there's this one individual named Phil Heath. Phil Heath was like the top of the top. Phil Heath was like right up there with Jay Cutler. Phil Heath was supposed to be like the number one, and then out of nowhere he has like one bad year and then he completely quits. And like the podcast that I've been like listening to, I think is on Cutler Cast, which is Jay Cutler's podcast, and I think it's like episode 85. And what I've been hearing from him in his podcast is that, and not just him, but a lot of men, it's just like, oh, you don't understand because, oh, I tore my hamstring back. Oh, I fucking busted up my bicep. Oh, I had this injury. Oh, I'm injured. And it's just like the main thing with like older men who are like 30 years old. It like starts at like 30 years old. It's like, oh, I'm injured. Now I'm going to be injured forever, and there's no possible way for me to heal. Therefore, I can't finish my destiny. I am disgusted with Jay Cutler and Phil Heath, because Jay Cutler was a bodybuilder. He was the bodybuilder. If you look at his, I think it's like 2004 bodybuilding pictures, this man is the furthest that you can push a man's body, like the top, like the manliest man's body, that like, it's like if you take a man's body with testosterone in it and push it to its utmost limit physically. Like, he was the bodybuilder. And Arnold Schwarzenegger won 7 Olympias, yet Jay Cutler, who is arguably better than Arnold Schwarzenegger, only won 4 because he stopped short of his destiny. Now, he did go into, he's such an amazing individual, Jay Cutler, because he won, like, I think in his first show, he like won like $10,000. At the time, way back when, he took that $10,000 and he built a house. Then he took that house, then he flipped that house. And then he got to the point where he had like 7 houses. You know, he kept winning Olympias, which is like, you know, like the huge buff guys who stand on stage. And he kept winning those. And now he has like a Rolls Royce. And like, he's not like, when you think of like a bodybuilder, there's a lot of bodybuilders who are just kind of one-dimensional and kind of bums. And they don't have they're not charismatic. They don't have like a personality. They're just kind of like empty working out machines. But Jay Cutler had the personality, and especially Phil Heath had the personality. But it seems that Jay Cutler completely took his vision and just shifted it straight into business. 100%. Which is like, that's all right for like when he's like 60 years old. But I think it's complete bullshit. I think it's bullshit that when men get in their 50s and they're doing like whatever sport, like 50 years old, it's just like you're done. And I'm like, I don't think that that's true. I think that all you need to focus on is, can you do it? Can you keep on doing it? Sorry, my alarm's going off inside of my grown man truck. And for Jay Cutler, he could have won 9. He could have won 9. He could have won 9 Olympias. He could have won 9. I personally believe that it was kind of robbed from him from Phil Heath. But Phil Heath is like right there with him. But I think it was kind of like, in my personal opinion, I was looking at the pictures when Phil Heath beat Jay Cutler for the Olympia title and Jay got second. I personally believe that Phil Heath kind of stole it from him. Now Phil Heath is done. Then again, this podcast was like really, really old. So I probably should have, but most likely he just gave up. That's what these men do, is like they just get married and they don't realize that this wife that they have is almost like magic. These women are masters of the mind of a man to hypnotize, not overnight, but months and years. They slowly hypnotize a man until, do you really need to do that? And then all these champions are just laying on the couch, fucking on X.com, fucking on social medias, criticizing the people who's next up. It's like, that's That's the normal man's job, to criticize. It's not up to the champion to say, oh, this person who I'm not even competing against, oh, I'm going to go ahead and have a whole bunch of opinions on them because they're the new guy up. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning. Bye.